Hello friends, in this video tutorial, we have start learning how to upload multiple images, like Facebook, under this social networking sites project, by using Ajax jQuery, with PHP script. And then after, we will display uploaded images, display Facebook like photo grid, by using jQuery, with PHP script. If you have used Facebook social media website, then it has allowed to upload multiple images at the same time, and after uploading multiple images, it has display few images in grid, and for display all images, we have to click on view all images link. So these things, we have start learn from this tutorial. Now let's start discussing this topic. So first we have to see what are changes to be required in MySQL database for allowing uploading multiple images. So, this is posts table, in which we have store post details, which we have share under this project. So under this table, we have add two table column like post status and post type. In post status table, there will be two value will be store. One is publish and other is draft, and same way in post type table column also, two value will be store, one is text and another one is media. For store images details, here we have create one more table with name like media table, with three table column like media ID, post ID and media path, so single post all media path details will be stored under this table. So these are changes will occur in database for add upload media feature. Now first, we want to add button for select multiple images from local computer. So we have go to home.php file. And here we have write span tag with class is equal to button, button success, and file input button. Under this tag, we have again write span tag, with text like add files. This text will be displayed on button. For select images from local computer, we have write input type is equal to file, with name is equal to files, and ID is equal to multiple files. For select multiple images, here we have add multiple attribute. So this attribute will be hidden, but when we have click on button, then we can select images from local computer. So friends, first we have refresh web page. After refresh of web page, here we can see that add files button has been appear. When we have click on this button, we can select images from local computer. Now we have proceed for upload images validation at footer.php file. And here we have write $ with file tag ID multiple files with on method, and under this we have write change event with callback function. So when we have select files from local computer, this block of code will execute. Under this, we have write FormData variable is equal to new FormData object. We will use FormData object for send data to server. Next, we have write file input variable is equal to $ with file tag ID multiple files. So here we have store file tag property under this file input variable. Now, we want to get how many files has been selected for upload. So here we have write total file variable is equal to file input with 0 index dot files dot length. So it will return number of selected file value. After this, for validate file extension and size of file, we have write for loop, and under condition, we have write count variable is equal to 0, count variable value is less than the value of total file variable, and count variable value increment by 1. Under this loop, first we want to get file name, so here we have write file name variable is equal to file input variable with 0 index, dot files with count variable as index, dot name attribute, so it will return single file name. For get selected single file extension, we have write extension variable is equal to file name dot split function with dot argument dot pop method dot to lowercase method. This code will return single file extension. Next we want to check selected file extension is present under allowed extension, so for this we have write if statement, and under condition we have write jQuery dot in array method with 2 argument. In first argument we have write extension variable, and in second argument we have define allowed extension. After this we have write is equal to -1, so if selected file extension is not found under allowed extension, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block, we have write alert pop-up method with message like invalid image file, so this message will be pop up in browser. For remove selected file from file tag, we have write $ with file tag ID multiple files with value method with blank value, so it will clear file tag value, and after this we have write return false statement which will stop code execution. Next, we want to check file size, so here we have write file size variable is equal to file input tag with 0 index dot files with count variable as index dot size, so this code will return selected single file size. Now, we have write if statement, and under condition, we have write file size variable value is equal to 1 million, so this condition will check if selected single file size is more than 1 megabyte, then it will execute if block of code. And under this block, we have write alert statement with message like image size is very big, so this message will be pop up in browser. And for clear file tag value, we have write $ with file tag ID multiple files with value method, and under this we have write blank value, so it will clear file tag value. And for stop execution of code, we have write return false statement, so it will stop execution of code. If image has proper extension and image size is less than 1 megabyte, so now we want to store images property under this FormData object. So here we have write FormData.append method with 2 argument. In first argument we have write files as variable, and under value we have write file input variable with 0 index dot files with count variable as index, so on every loop it will store image property under this FormData object. Now we want to send image data to PHP script, so here we have start write Ajax request with first option URL set to upload.php, which will send request to upload.php file. In second option, we have write type, and here we have use post type for send data to server. In third option, we have write data, and here we have to define which data we have to send to server. So here we have write FormData variable, in which we have store images data. In fourth option, we have write data type, and here we have write JSON, so it will receive data in JSON format. In fifth option, we have write content type, which has been set to false. In sixth option, we have write process data, and here also, we have write false. In seventh option, we have write before send callback function. This function will be called before sending of Ajax request. Under this function, we have write $, with post button ID share button, with attribute method, and under this, we have write disabled, so it will disable post button. After this, we have write $ with panel body ID content area, with after method, and under this, we have paste this HTML code, so it will add this HTML code after this content area division tag. And in last option, we have write success callback function. This function will be called if Ajax request completed successfully, and it will receive data from server. Under this, we have write $ with post button ID share button, with attribute method, and under this, we have set disabled property with false value, which will enable post button. After this, we want to assign post ID value to data post ID attribute, so here we have write $ with post button ID share button, with attribute method, with 2 argument. In first argument, we have write data post ID attribute, and in second argument, we have write data dot post ID variable, so it will assign this value to data post ID attribute. Same way, we want to assign value to data action attribute, so here we have write $ with post button ID share button, with attribute method, with 2 argument. In first argument, we have write data action attribute, and in second argument, we have write update text, so this value will assign to data action attribute. And lastly, we have write $ with division tag ID, temporary URL content, with HTML method, and under this, we have write data.html data variable, so it will display HTML content under this division tag. Now, we have proceed for upload images at upload.php file. So first here we have write include statement with database connection.php, so it will make database connection on this page. After this, we have write include statement with function.php. By using this statement, we can use the all method of function.php under this upload.php file. For start session under this file, we have write session start function. Now, we have write if statement, and under condition, we have write is set function, with $files variable, so if this variable value is set, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block, we have write $post data variable is equal to array. In first key, we have write user ID, and in value we have write $session user ID variable. In second key, we have write post content, and in value, we have write blank value. In third key, we have write post code, and in value, we have write MD5 function, with unique ID method, so it will generate unique post code. In fourth key, we have write post date time, and in value, we have write get date method. In fifth key, we have write, post status, and in value, we have write draft. In sixth key, we have write, post type, and in value, we have write media. So this way, we have stored data under this $post data variable. Now, we have write $insert query variable is equal to insert into posts table with table column like user ID, post content, post code, post date time, post status and post type. With values get from user ID, post content, post code, post date time, post status and post type. So this insert query will insert data into posts table. After this, we have write $statement variable is equal to $connect variable with prepare method, and under this, we have write $insert query variable, so it will make query for execution. Next, for execute query, we have write $statement variable with execute method, and under this, we have write $post data variable, so it will execute above insert query. Now, we want to get ID of last inserted post, so here we have write $post ID variable is equal to $connect with last insert ID method, so this method will return ID of last inserted post. Below this, we have defined $HTML data variable is equal to blank value. Under this variable, we will store uploaded image data in HTML format. After this, we have write for loop, and under condition, we have write $count variable is equal to 0, $count variable value is less than the value of count function. And under this, we have write $files name variable, and $count variable value increment by 1, so on every interval, it will upload image one by one. Under this loop, we have write $name array variable is equal to explode function with 2 argument. In first argument, we have write dot, and in second argument, we have write $files name variable with $count variable as index, so it will make array from files name. Next we want to get file extension, so here we have write $extension variable is equal to end function, and under this function, we have write $name array variable, so this function will return last index from array, which will be file extension. For make new file name, we have write $new file name variable is equal to PHP random function with minimum and maximum range with $extension variable, so this function will return random number with file extension, which will make new file name. So after generating new file, next we have write $location variable is equal to upload folder $new file name variable, so here we have defined upload file location, so it will upload image file under this upload folder. Next we want to get temporary file location, so here we have write $temporary name variable is equal to $files with temporary name variable with $count variable as index, so it will return selected file temporary file location. Finally for upload image, we have write move uploaded file function with 2 argument. In first argument, we have write $temporary name, and in second argument, we have write $location variable, so it will upload file in upload folder. Next, we want to insert media data in media table, So here we have write $media data variable is equal to array. In first key, we have write $post id, and in value, we have write $post id variable. And in second key, we have write $media path, and in value, we have write $location variable. So here we have store media data, under this, $media data variable. Below this, we have write $media insert query variable is equal to, insert into media table, with table column like post id, and media path, with values get from post id and media path. So this query will insert data into media table. After this, we have write $statement variable is equal to $connect variable with prepare method, and under this, we have write $media insert query variable, so it will prepare query for execution. And same way for execute query, we have write $statement variable with execute method, and under this, we have write $media data variable, so it will execute above insert query, and insert data into media table. Here also, we want to get ID of last inserted media, so here we have write $media ID variable is equal to $connect variable, with last insert ID method, so this method will return ID last inserted media. Now, we want to make HTML code for uploaded media, so here we have write $HTML data variable. And here, we have write division tag, with class is equal to this class, and here we have write ID is equal to media dash, and here we have write $media ID variable, so it will generate dynamic ID value for this tag. Under this division tag, we have write image tag, with source is equal to $location variable, so it will display uploaded image. For remove uploaded image, we want to create close button, so here we have write button tag, with type is equal to button, class is equal to close. Under this button tag, we have write data media ID is equal to $media ID variable, and data path attribute is equal to $location variable, so it will generate dynamic value for this attribute, and it will make close button for uploaded image. So on every loop, it will store data under this $HTML data variable. Now, we have write $output variable is equal to array. In first key, we have write HTML data, and in value, we have write $HTML data variable. And in second key, we have write post id, and in value, we have write $post id variable value, so here we have store data in $output variable in array format. Lastly, for send this data to Ajax request in JSON format, so here we have write echo statement, with JSON encode function, with $output variable, so it will send this data to Ajax request in JSON format. Now friends, first we have refresh web page. After refresh of web page, here we can see at files button, we can see at the create post panel. So for select files, here we have click on button, and after click on button, and here we can select files from our local computer, so we have select files from local computer. After selecting files, here we can see that uploaded image has been displayed in horizontal list, with close button, so this images has been uploaded at upload folder. Now here with each image, we can see close button, so by using this button, we can remove images before publishing post, and that image will be removed from upload folder, and also removed from media table also. So friends, in this part, we have learned how to upload multiple images in Facebook style, and in next part, we will learn how to remove images before uploading of image, and then after we will load images in Facebook style image grid format. Lastly, if you have any query or inputs regarding this tutorial, you can ask your query in comment box. If you have liked this video, please share with your friends, or even you can also share on social media also. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe our channel for future video tutorial.